very typical, it started raining as soon as I go to record this. So on the server, on kfpmc.org, KFP server, I have a little bee farm that is on the sort of the edge of the property, and over the time as my playing has sort of gone on, I guess you'd say, the protection area has expanded. So what originally was a very tiny little bee farm has sort of expanded into, what's that, 11 beehives. 11? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can't count.
6.5 hours later.
12 beehives. 12, 13 beehives. This little hut here was sort of where originally my very first hut was built on the server, and then over time it's just expanded to this area. So the plan is to try and protect the bees, is to build a glass bubble, well, not a glass bubble, a glass kind of area, I guess, here, and then the bees will have sort of their own little flower garden to fly around. But in order to do that, no, what am I doing? Need to get some glass. That should be kind of ample. Where do I want to go? So I've kind of plotted out in mud the sort of internal, well, the sort of size of it, and then the glass blocks will run around here. Probably you should have cleared the land before, but right. And it's going night time. Okay, so if we start off, what we'll do is we'll start off kind of going 3 around, and then that leaves another 2 high. So let's wheel around and do that. Right, so we've built the circle around, and now to sort of do the roof. I haven't actually quite figured out how to do the roof just yet, because obviously it will go like that if we do. Sort of do that, and then I guess if we run up along there, yeah, I think that works. I didn't realise how much glass this was all going to take. I thought a few stacks of 64 would have been ample, but obviously not. Right, what I think I'm going to do is pause the recording and come back to it. I think that seems to be the sort of safest option, because then I can kind of stop and start and plan what I'm going to do. Right, let's do that. Right, so this is the bee enclosure, and that is the second part of that I recorded almost a month ago, because I think the first recording I did on the 10th of April, and well, it's now the 26th, so it's kind of 16 days later, and I kind of lost the video of the first one, so yeah, this is why it took so long. So we've decorated the dome with flowers for the bees. Right, so I think what the plan of action is, if I have my sound on, is to place the bees down. So for some reason these beehives couldn't be stacked on top of each other, and ended up being like that. And I did manage to obtain a bee nest, which I don't know if it has bees in or not. We'll have to figure that out. So what I'm thinking is if bee nest, it needs to have a campfire under it though, doesn't it? Right, if I grab the bee nest and maybe quick check on the iPad to see how low or how close a campfire has to be to a bee nest. Right, tell you what, if we hold off on that, because I don't know if there's any bees in it. Right, I think it's got to remember to keep the airlock shut. Right, how many beehives do we have? So if we say 13, what's 13 divided by 3? Okay, Google. What's 13 divided by 3?
The answer is approximately 4.333333.
So 4, 8, 12. I'll tell you what would have been helpful is if I some nice thunder and lightning. Oh, phone going. Always handy when you're recording for the phone to be buzzing in the background. So I don't think the bees will come out because it is technically raining. Let's grab the rest. And it was noticed in one of my other videos that apparently something was being said on on the chat, and it's kind of, I just ignore the chat when I record. So anything could be said. I think, yeah, just ignore it. Well, I ignore it. You can read it if you want. Oh, I don't tell you what to do. You come here to watch these videos. Even if this part is recorded 16 days after the initial initial recording. Right, so that is all our beehives settled. Now, let's be cheeky and let's just spend a minute reading how close a campfire has to be. They return to their nest when it rains or it is night time, and they can stay in there for up to 2,400 game ticks, which is 2 minutes before they come back out. Did not know that. And they keep their data, so which is their whole health and name when they come out. Breaking a nest that contains bees releases all the bees. Every bee nest containing bees is harvested using a tool. Yeah, I know about that. Attacking. Yeah, I know they get angry. Yeah, I know about that.
One eternity later.
So it has to be within 5 blocks. How high? 1, 2, 3, 4. Fuck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's see if we stick. Oh, see, I kind of want it. Ha 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 ha. Right, I sees. They are 5 high, I believe. So I am running around in circles to turn my magic carpet off. So let's do it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, so where is it? It is there. So do 1, 2, 3. Pop it in there. Pop that there. Perfect. So now the bees won't get damaged. Yeah. Oh, that's a good place to stop. So that is the building of the bee dome, I guess. I can't remember what I'd done on the original video 16 days ago. I know my chair's broke since then. But yeah, oh yeah, we did add a little airlock onto the onto it, so bees don't fly out when you're coming in or out. Yeah, and it's a nice little area for them to fly around in, be protected from any elements. We've made a giant cactus farm as well. Yeah, so I think that is really it, to be honest. I don't think there's much more going on. Yeah, so yeah. Right, I think we'll end it there. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.